Greetings, cadets! Commander Payne here. What's up, everyone? Hope you're having a good day. Welcome to another stream. Back into day 4 of the Outer Worlds. The Outer Worlds. Greetings, Tony C in the chat. I have 0 viewers currently, apparently, according to my singing and bobbing. Right, let's see what is next on our list. We still got to speak to these two side quests. Location on the ground. Solution vital. Talk to Dr. Wanda Dorset in the sick bay. Corporal Willie, your groundbreaker customs ask you to update Dr. Dorset. Right, okay, let's go. Let's go. 80 meters away.
Couple of bits in Vera's pool.
Couple of bits. Oh, this is open. What is this? Sublight. Oh, you don't want to go there yet.
CNP pancake mix now requires no mixing. Seriously, don't mix it.
I know you can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene. I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene?
It's the bird from the trailer. Maybe it's another companion.
We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place.
What's this about? Your friend.
Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Maybe I can look in on Jessie. Wait, you don't even like her, but you're checking on her? Yeah.
You say that like it's weird.
None of my business, I was just curious.
I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Okay, maybe I can look in on Jessie.
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Yeah, just walk in. Right? Can I just walk in? Yeah.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Wheeler told me to tell you to get off his ass about your shipment. Wheeler says your shipment won't be coming in soon. What's going on? Better myself? Isn't this a med bay?
Sure is. You need a deft hand to straighten a busted nose or sparkle up those not-so-pearly whites? I'm your gal. Of course, there's not much cosmetic improvement going on at the moment, not without my mechanicals. Where the law is Irian anyway?
You do cosmetic surgery on this rickety space station, really?
Sure. How do you think we keep this pile of junk in the sky? It costs bits, and a little prettying up brings in a fair few of them. Or it would, if I had my dang mechanicals.
I'm not going to say off his ass. I want to say the other option, which is now not appearing for some reason. What's going on?
I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. Name's Captain Irion. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits. Surgery mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker. Keep hanging around and I'll begin to think you're here for me. What can I do for you?
Wheeler says your shipment won't be coming in soon.
He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
I could try find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Okay, let's find Jess. We need a data pass. Oh my god, really? Right, so we gotta go slow. Yeah.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
To the last ratted on rotten time. Leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie
What?
sent me.
Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body.
Open the
Highly
door
lethally
before I kick it
contagious.
down.
But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Should have known she'd send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
What's there a purple thing above her head?
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Excuse me. What did you do that got you in trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Yeah, you think the board had someone to follow you?
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm.
Yep.
Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Ellie did not ask me to help. She just, I don't know.
Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
Okay, I'll talk to Udom for you.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Any word on Jessie?
Mommy, what happened between you two?
Let's just say she did me a favor, and now I owe her. So, did you find her, or what?
She's in debt with the board, and I think someone's after her. I'll handle it.
Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
Okay. Salvages in the sky. Let's go and talk to this woman that no one wants us to talk to.
CNP Boar's Pocket.
Sublight salvage. Their front looks surprisingly on it.
I had a question about your plan, Mr. Vicker.
Of course. The cosmos is generated and directed by the universal equation, also known as the Grand Plan. By contemplating the teleological order of things, one can achieve verity. Oh, right. You had a question?
Never mind. That about answers it.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers. You the one flying the unreliable?
Base looks so fucked for being so legit. The name's Captain Commander Payne. That's right, name's Captain Hawthorne.
Sure you are. Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
Okay. Sublight, a legitimate business. Contractors, if the authorities are on your heels, our legal team has pre-approved you to recite this passage from our colonial trading rights. Pursuant to regulations following internally preserved forest, such a business entity would therefore be entitled to gather, maintain, and ultimately dispose of decommissioned agricultural hardware and accessories for profit or convenience. The short version, if we handle potted meat, we can legally salvage tractor and tractor parts. That's why I keep a can of Borst in a Sublight owned safe deposit box off-world, and why the goods you bring are catalogued as farm equipment. Everything we do is perfectly legal. Go bring me home some bacon.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down.
Hunt me down? Why would you want
Lilia
to hunt me
Hagen,
down?
CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
Captain Hawthorne, the proud owner of the Unreliable.
A little advice. Before you start telling lies, get a feel for who you're talking to. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
Don't let Ada hear you calling their ship names.
Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings, but there's a catch.
There is always a catch.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits.
Okay.
Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
Hey, Mr. Vicar. Do you ever get a little bit homesick for Edgewater? For that.
No, I do not.
You're supposed to say yes and go on.
Let us round the back.
Of course you do.
I've been ruminating on it, and I decided, if you ain't killed McRed yet, I want you to hurt him a little before you do. Nothing excessive, mind you, but the scoundrel deserves a light beating at least before he kicks off.
Good news, I killed Captain McCreed and I roughed him up before I did.
I believe I'm growing fond of you, bounty hunter. If you got the Mardet's backs, the Mardets have got yours. Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future. We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know. The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet. Folks started calling us Mardettes because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck. With that bastard McRed dead, there ain't much else in the offing. Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
So we're not gonna, I don't think we're gonna be able to get his thing that he wants. Locate a security terminal on the groundbreaker. Why is this not... Why is this saying space? We're one short. Cool if you could make those things. Right, did we pick up any duplicates? During all that fighting, yeah we did. Sort by name. Okay, we're not marked as junk? Because we need to be like in inventory mode. I wonder if we should just break down because... Ooh. Legendary item. Sneak 5, that's not bad. Why is it so unvaluable? Well, do you have weight as well? Okay, Max wants to track down the scholar who told him about the banned journal, blah 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 blah. By accessing a data cartridge from a terminal in the Groundbreaker's security office. Security terminal in Groundbreaker is in a restricted area. Finding a Marder ID card. Yeah, so we need to get some more of them things. Is there a vendor near here? We still can't buy this stuff. You cannot purchase this restricted stock. We're not. How do we unrestrict it? Weird. Yeah, I don't get rid of too much. Right, okay, let's talk to, I guess, talk to Udom. I want to talk to Gladys first. Let's talk to Udom.
Seeing you limping a bit. You all right, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying?
Why is my armor flashing? Look at the bottom of the screen there.
Fit. My knee is just acting up.
There's no shame in being old.
Oh, it's fucking, it's 7% condition. Okay, repair. Armor. Oh, no wonder this was doing no get damage. Look, it's 0. Okay.
There, Mr. Vicker. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady. Ah, the board. Organized, efficient, competent. Well, mostly.
For the following story.
I think everything in here is worth more than I made in my whole life.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Forget Alex. Why did you impound my ship?
I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I.
Yes, I've read your
I
messages.
ask him to turn in Phineas Wells. He tells me he will soon. I impound his ship. He explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around we go.
Thrilling. Anyway, about my ship.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why do you think I'd know anything? Let's play dumb.
Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. and you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table?
He never mentioned it.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Law, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
This is about the board having your head.
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's... well, it's my white whale, I suppose.
Wait a minute. Okay, I can't tell you where Wells is. See, that sounds like I know where he is.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
I'm here about Jessie Doyle.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
How much is it?
Kind and efficient. Can't say I disapprove. Although, seeing as this woman isn't a member of our crew, it'd be nice if the price weren't quite so high.
I think you may have underestimated the size of Miss Doyle's debt. If you'll look over this itemized bill.
Total of 2,355. You're charging that much for emotional anguish, really?
I am extremely anguished, Captain. Please respect my feelings in this difficult time.
I doubt Mr. Bedford's ever felt real pain. We could introduce him to the sort of suffering that actually constitutes extreme anguish. For the good of his understanding, of course.
Be careful you don't irritate my guards, Vicar. You might not like their rather narrow understanding of what constitutes excessive force. Unless you can offer some other means of resolving her debt, I'm afraid we have nothing further to discuss.
We can't just say, oh yeah, put her in a contract. Maybe it'll give us an option to talk to her first. We're leaving. Level up. Right, 10 more points, 10 more points, 10 more points. Let's do 1, 2 in there, 1 in there, 2 in there, 2 in there, 1 in there, 2 in there. That's good. We got some perks, so we can still use the ones in the top level tree, but what we got down here? Run and gun. Reduce the penalties to accuracy when moving. Gain some tactical time dilation whenever you kill an enemy. Increase damage dealt by science weapons. Increase your movement and action speed when tactical time dilation is active. That could be interesting. While using tactical time dilation, you deal increased weak spot damage. Increase the range at which all interactable objects around you highlight without requiring you to look directly at them. Ah, it's a loot skill. You know me well. That could be good. You have a way of convincing vendors to pay you more bits than they should. More money. You can get like 20, where's the one for 20% less vendors? 20% less cost. They give us 20% more for selling stuff. These vendors are going to be broke soon. When you critically hit a target, you have a chance of immediately resetting the cooldown of a companion ability. Using a companion ability has a chance to reset other companions' abilities' cooldown. Killing an enemy reduces the remaining cooldown time of a companion's abilities. Restore some health whenever you kill an enemy. That could be good. Significantly reduce the weight of consumables. Increase the carrying capacity bonus from your companions. 40 kilograms carrying capacity bonus. So right, okay, this is definitely what we're doing. So we're at 1. I want to see if this does us or if it does it for them, in which case we need to find a way of trading with them. But we're at 148 out of 190. We can now hold 270. Yeah, boy. Right, journal. Jesse's hiding from the boards. You might be able to. How much money we got? 12 grand. Ah, fuck it. Let's pay him.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you? Have you returned with the sum sheet? A current bill. I'm glad we could come to an accommodation. You may inform Miss Doyle that our collections agent will be recalled. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
I wanted to ask you something else.
Be my guest.
What do you do here exactly?
I'm the certified representative of the board's interests here on the Groundbreaker. I'm their eyes, ears, and busy little hands.
Sounds boring.
Better that than moving crates in the cargo bay.
What are those locked doors in the back?
A luxury stateroom reserved for Chairman Rockwell's use.
Back to my other questions.
Ask away.
We're leaving. Right. So now we've done that quest. Talk to Ellie. Yep, let's do that.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice too.
Wait a minute. I've got to talk to Ellie.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right?
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Are you saying you work for me just because I helped Jesse?
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent. But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
Welcome aboard, Ellie!
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Meet me on the ship. It's docked by the promenade.
Traveling in style, are we? I'll be sure to nab a cabin with a view.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us. It'll be good to have a Sawbones on the crew.
I mean, we have to go to the ship, back to the ship at some point. Well, yeah, you're welcome.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm in the clear, thanks to you squaring my debt.
That's right. Big ears.
You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are clear.
Oh, we got $1,000. It only cost us 1,000 something. Watch yourself while I'm gone. Money, money, money. Fine, Captain Irons.
Rizzo's purple-berry pie. You want a lunch? We've got
You don't seem to like traveling with us much.
Why in the architect's name would you say that?
It's just that you're real...
Oh, that's out. Okay, what about... Yeah, let's do this one while we're here.
Grouchy. Have either kind of all the time?
I'm not grouchy, I'm just irritated by inane questions.
Hey, you got a second?
Who the fuck are you? Why are you doing in my ship?
Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by, just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
You're pretty eager to throw in with someone you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
I've heard enough, you're hired. Right, Felix, tell me why I should hire you. Okay, Felix, consider this your interview.
Sure, an interview. That sounds fair. I mean, first time for everything, right? Ask me anything you like.
Are you any good in a fight?
Are you kidding? I love a good fight. One time, I took an autoloader's head clean off its servos with one swing of a tossball stick. You can count on me in a scrap, boss. That's a promise.
Want to tell me why you're out of work?
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And that's when you resolved your differences like an adult, right?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker.
I wonder if his weapon's
Well,
a stick.
former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
What's your biggest flaw?
Foreman told me my biggest problem was that I didn't take orders. I told him my problem is not with authority, it's with jackasses. So yeah, I guess my biggest flaw is that I don't suffer idiots.
Perfect.
Not a deal
You're
breaker.
hired.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not gonna regret this.
I'll see you in the ship.
I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board. This is gonna be great.
You got a crew now, Felix.
You left your stuff. Can I rob it? No. Right. Oh shit, what did that say? Felix can now do what? Holy shit, big guns. He has 2 perks available. Excuse me. Cool knife. Do I have to? I forgot. Okay. Do I have to repair that shit as well? Doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. Okay, she uses these a lot. Forget that for now. What I'm looking for is what the fuck can Felix do? Lock picking, sneak, persuade. Okay. Drop kick. Okay, we need to talk to...
Huh? Oh, I am alert and awake. Not to worry. I take our ship's security highly seriously.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick? So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages, I got him here on my datapad, and well, She sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet. She rhymed compression alternator with aches to meet her. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings.
She got the
I don't want
hots
to
for
get too
you.
hopeful, but
This is the
I'm wondering
politically
if
correct
maybe she's the
lesbian
engine
side of
and
the game.
I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. It made my chest hurt, kinda.
Sounds like she likes you. Wait a minute. The crew needs you. You should focus on your work. Sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. This way's not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Yeah, we call that being frigid. You're frigid, love. You're about the warmest person I've ever met. To hell with them. Could just be nerves. Everyone's different. Don't worry about it. That sort of thing's plenty nice. But it's not everything. Folks have said the same about me. Everybody's different. Don't worry about it.
When folks start implying you're a little different from an automechanical, you start to wonder. I guess I just needed to talk. I'm feeling a touch better. Thanks for hearing me out, Captain. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Well, that went downhill fast. Looking a little rough.
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close. I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
Great idea. Drinking solves everything.
Come on, Captain. This is no time to be fooling on me. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Right, what else did we need to talk to someone else here? I can't remember. God damn it. Okay, so now we can go speak to Gladys and go to the bar, I guess. Who should we take with us? We'll take Parvati. Can we take two? Yeah. Parvati and Felix. Spectrum vodka, a glass for every glass. Glass for every glass.
You see we had a conveyor puller?
Rizzo's Purple Berry Fudge. A salt sour candy chocolate. Purple berry flavored scent.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table, stand in a corner?
You can hold my hand.
Remember Auntie Cleo, because she remembers you.
A new face. What's your pleasure, stranger?
Ooh, trade.
What ain't I got?
You ain't got my junk yet. Okay, we're at 11 grand. We're now at, boom, 11 grand. Wow, we didn't pick up much junk recently. Meh.
What'll it be?
All the traders in the system come through here. Heard anything interesting?
Some big shot down in Byzantium's holding auditions for a new adventure serial. So yay, another 6 of those next season.
I don't suppose you know a way I could get to Stellar Bay on Monarch.
Stellar Bay proper? Tough to say. The board recalled all the nav keys about 10 years back when the corps pulled back to Terra 2.
You know why?
It's overrun with beasts, I heard. Big ones. Kinda chew your face off for fun. Might all be board propaganda, though. If you're aiming to get to Stellar Bay, you're gonna have to get your hands dirty. The board don't like them that truck with Monarch. But I ain't the one you ought to be asking. Try Gladys on the promenade. She'll fix you up.
How do we have a drink with our friend here?
Okay, so what are we drinking? You're the expert?
Let's get
Oh,
drunk.
and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
You're not much of a drinker. Better start slow with a beer. I'll start with beer, but you said in Edgewater the smell made you sick. How about wine? Yeah, wine, because the title of the quest is something to do with wine. Let's go with this.
Oh, wow. You remembered. Well, that's fruit and such, right? Okay, wine it is. Bottoms up.
I'm no expert on wine, but ain't you supposed to drink that stuff with your little finger up?
Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing?
Going on a grand adventure across Halcyon.
You're funny. Yeah, I guess we're doing that, aren't we? Crewing together, seeing the stars. It's like something out of a serial. I like the ones with grand romances. And I think I'm flubbing mine. I don't know what to do about us.
Start by telling me why her message got you so unsettled.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
What she actually... Yeah, see, I want to know what the message said.
It was real.
I should have gone to her quarters. Maybe it's
She
in
was
there.
telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
Why is my perception so low? What the fuck? You might?
Thinking so makes me liable to lose my lunch, Captain. I never done this before. A relationship. How do I know if she cares the same way I do? I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve.
See, now I have Persuade 25. Get you some water.
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
Good thinking, boss. You just saved Parvati a whole lot of trouble.
Shush you. Oh, Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared.
What about me?
You're swell, Captain, don't get me wrong. I like spending time with you, going on adventures and all, but that ain't the same as romance. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she does? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
There's an easy way to get answers to all those questions.
There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person who's got your heart in their hands. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not?
What the fuck is this? Where's my quest here? Am I supposed to get her laid? Are you afraid of being rejected for who you are?
Of course. Wouldn't you be?
No, I am who I am. If people don't like that, they're not for me.
I envy your boldness of spirit, Captain. I can only hope a little bit of it rubs off on me.
I'll rub off on you.
But, gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts.
I put something in you. Something to work and then boom.
Yeah. I like the way you put that. Like, it's okay to want to be better for her, and not impossible to try. Well, Captain, this has been a whole lot. I got just... wow. So much to think about.
Anytime.
Do you think I should ask her on a date?
Don't ask for my opinion. Believe in yourself.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Just as soon as we get back to the ship. I mean, probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
You know something, Parvati? You ought to come drinking with the crew more often.
Huh. All right. Thank you, guys. You're real good friends, you know that? I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
Take her back to the ship. Oh, not right now. Let's talk to Gladys.
You're spending large.
Rest and go.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
We interrupt your regularly scheduled
Perfect.
Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
Looking for Gladys.
Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left, or second unit from the right, depending on which direction you count from.
You do business with the Promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and
What
go
up,
through
Tim?
merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
I think Tim forgot about the time change. You're now late, dude. How's life on Groundbreaker?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself.
Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
You mentioned Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
Shopify? Shopify? What the hell is Shopify? You watch fucking... what's his name? Amazon owner just comes along and does... Boom! 30 million. It's funny when you think about it, because, you know, like Children in Need and all them other charities that go on, no one donates that much. This is crazy. This is crazy. How this Team Tree thing is going. I mean, if you think about it, it's just advertising. Oh, Shopify. Oh, I'll use them now because they're such good people. Yeah, I'll be on my way. Buy now with added quality. What's different? So these guys sell stuff. This armor looks sweet. Pink armor, level 29. Need to be level 12. Matching helmet. Science, dodge and stealth. Oh, stealth skills -5. I want this unlocked. Oh, what is this? Examine. Squatter's Journal. I served on 2 corporate freighters before I got stranded here. Everyone's heard my sob story, but no one's listening. To them, I'm just background radiation. Wasn't my fault the captain decided to take off early. Wasn't my fault no one checked with the crew manifest. Wasn't my fault they replaced me with a full-timer. Now I'm filthy, bitless, and bedless. As far as anyone's concerned, I'm groundbreaker trash. That's how I live. And if no one agrees to take me on as crew, I suppose that's how I'll die. Is this your place, Felix? Bitless, eh? You are now. Okay. We're in a restricted area, but it's put on our shroud. We're from the security office. The hell are we? We're in the medical wing? Must be. What is this? Medical bay keycard. Interesting.
This is Halcyon. Conduct regularly scheduled advertising.
What is that? Steel, mock apple, and Thinthemon beauty basket.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a nav key. Let me see what you got to trade.
Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler. But she's no match for your pal Gladys.
Any security thing? What is this? Battered Mardet datapad. An old datapad used by the groundbreakers Mardet security forces from the accumulated dust and grime. This hasn't been accessed for over a decade. Down on their luck, smugglers will often purchase old datapads in the hope of finding clues to a forgotten cache. Inspect. An odd thing. What is this thing? Archive cartridge. This data cartridge contains the public records of a Festus mining outpost on Cilia. It can be viewed using the captain's terminal on the Unreliable. Wow, that gun's 4K. Fuck. 480 DPS.
Gracious. I was just sitting down for tea.
Okay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
We have enough, but no. Tell me about this. I mean, it's obvious they want us to do this quest. Tell us about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms. What's the details?
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
An abandoned outpost? You think it's haunted?
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Maybe it's some sort of automated message.
Edna didn't seem to think so, and I trust the dear girl's judgment. Well, maybe not in men, but she knows her comms. So, like as not, someone's been down there recently. And if someone set up shop in Roseway, I'd wager they got something to hide.
If it's a corporate town with something to hide, why the SOS? Sounds like an opportunity. All right. Oh, yeah. Why would they be calling for help?
Maybe whatever they're hiding went to heck, and now they need a few spare hands to clean up the mess. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Oh, you need someone to snoop around for you? I can see where this is going. Count me out. My services don't come cheap. Neither is a nav key. $10. Says neither is a nav key.
Neither do mine, dearie. Old Gladys knows the value of good work. You'll be compensated accordingly, I can promise you that.
Okay.
Should you find yourself responding to a certain distress call, and in so doing find yourself in possession of certain valuable corporate secrets, well, then we ought to have a chat over a pot of tea and my famous cookies.
You can count on me.
Law bless your atoms. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Take a candy. The lady giving me candy. Anything here look like candy? Ah, here. Carbohydrates plus 200 natural health. Okay, Gladys is willing to sell you a nav key to sell away for 10,000 bits. Gladys offered you a job investigating the distress signal on Terra 2. Okay. Right, let's see if we can get this now. We found some things. Oh, we need the vicar though. Can we change companions from here? Let me talk to Felix.
Somehow, I always find my way back to the Groundbreaker.
Hey Felix, head back to the ship.
Whatever you say, boss. I'll see you back there.
Call the vicar.
Groundbreaker's safe from melting to bits now.
Oh, cool. We got rid of him. Now we can talk about him. What do you think of the new guy?
He seems like a nice boy to me. I'm glad you gave him a shot.
You seem like a risk.
Because we've never ended up in a fight? I mean, sure, he's a bit rough around the edges. I bet he just needs somebody to show him a better path.
You're saying I could sculpt him into... I was mostly thinking he'd be hired muscle. White Corsair.
You might surprise yourself.
Okay. So I guess we need to go back to the ship. This is the laboratory.
This is Halcyon B. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Maybe I don't need him with me. I'll just try and get it. Wait a minute. Why is it pointing me over this way now? Oh, I need to get the vicar, I bet. Finish his weapons. Whoopsie.
Bird from the last is down on 22.
Oh wait, what's that? 100 and... Gladys.
Where are we headed today, Captain? The stars are the limit.
Oh, I don't need him. Okay. We'll take it. We'll take him with anyway. And we'll take Ellie.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh?
This game really isn't getting in the viewers today, is it, ladies and gentlemen? Makes a nice change. Right, here we go. 21 out of 30. I thought we got enough. Maybe we can find a key somewhere.
Keep your sights out, friend.
What the fuck is this? Steel hoop. Model spaceship. Right, what have we got 21 out of 30 of? Oh, do I need like a hacking skill? Is that what the deal is? Lockpicking. Damn it, I need it to be 30. Right, so what if I put on inventory armor? That's all we got on at the moment. Heavy weapons, stealth. Need lockpicking. Is it tech? Sneak. Shit, we got rid of so much armor. Shit. Picker. Doesn't he have like a lockpicking bonus? Science hack 46. Wait a minute. Need stealth. Stealth. Oh, stealth. Need stealth. Okay, how does that fare up? 31. Let's go. I mean, this isn't the one we need. We're running out of thing.
Nicely done.
Confiscated good. Modified pistol. Hatchet, metal hoop. Prayer beads. Locked container. Owner refused inspection. Fled before he could get down to it. Left his things behind, so they're stored in the back. Security logs. Sublight put a bid One of our impounds, generous one too, negotiate for the usual finder's fee. Give Layla her salvage. Brawl at the Lost Hope, freelancers versus board. Freelancers won. Arrested a freighter captain with more bits than brains. Hawthorne's ship impounded by order of Udon Bedford. Still no clue why Hawthorne associates with that board snake. A guy from the back bays roughed up the moon kid. Raving mad. Warned me that the moon was going to bring about the end times. He was flying high on whatever McCreed grows down there. Got a sworn testimony that McCreed was spotted on the rest and go. Not that anyone will collaborate in it. Reminder to keep an eye on Gladys. Eject. Okay, exit. Leave conversation.
Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up.
Indeed. Don't mind me just walking by. Can we open this one as well? Okay. Okay, so that takes 5 out of 19. That leaves us with 14.
You're a deft hand with a magtech.
Oh, really? Really? It's just another doorway in? You fuck! Refund! 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 No! No! Excuse me. Damn it! Wait a minute. Got our heavy stuff back on. And we got points as well to spend. Let's put some in this. Try and get everything up to 30, like conversation stuff. Give the data cartridge to Vicar.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Damn it! We need our perception up! Where the fuck do we get that back up? We're gonna need to repair something. Get something decent gear. Right, okay. Track down Reginald Cheney, right, that's miles away. Talk to her back on the ship. Roseway, we got to go there. We must remember this is part of that. Right, so we need from the void. We told the guys about this weapon then? Is that what the deal is?
Hey.
These quests are getting a little out of hand. They're kind of overlapping.
is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story.
Anyone looking at me? Oh shit.
What do you think you're doing? All right, move along.
Rizzo's mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Where's the weapon?
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late. What do you want then? My hard-earned wisdom? That's right, dearie. The only independent station in the colony. That's us. Though for how long, I can't say. That all depends on Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei Tennyson. Used to be she was chief engineer before her mama passed, and she took the helm. She's neck-deep in the ship guts by day, slap-fighting with the board by night. Hold on. You already met her. What are you asking me about her for? Bit straight-laced for my tastes, but that's just her nature. She's fierce, too. A fighter. And between you and me, I think the fight's starting to wear on her.
How do you mean?
The board can't abide a community that won't bend to its will.
Okay, back to my other questions.
Go right ahead, sweetheart.
Why'd the board recall Stellar Bane nav keys?
Ask the common folk, and they'll tell you it's on account of all the monsters on Monarch desperate to gobble you up. Because that's what the board tells them, you see. I think they made some fool mistake that would make them look bad to the rest of the colony, and they're trying to hide the evidence.
What makes you think that?
Those board folk are real prideful-like. Never want you looking behind the curtain, lest you see their derrieres. But old Gladys knows the score. The whole colony's not much more than a diorama, showcasing one board screw-up after another. That's why we gotta keep them from getting their grubby mitts on Groundbreaker.
Are there still people?
She's our mess.
Are there people still down there?
Probably. Every once in a while, we get these snippets of radio chatter. Edna shows them to me. Some man hooting and hollering about the light in us all. Claims he's transmitting from Monarch, but who knows if that's true. Might be true. Might be some new trick from the board. Oh, a little of this, a little of that. I buy and sell items that require discretion to dispose of. Knickknacks. Curios. I also knit throw pillows stuffed with the hair of famous tossball players. But that's more of a passion project.
What about non-famous players? I earned quite a reputation as a fifth back during my penitentiary, seminary days.
You do have a favorable mop, I must say. But that's not what you wanted to talk about, is it, dear? Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
I know where to find me. Well, I'm not too sure what the fuck's going on. Why does it keep sending me to her? Weapons from the acquired science weapon from Groundbreaker. The logs on Hawthorne's terminal mention rumors from the Groundbreaker of a scientist who bragged about a powerful weapon he was researching. Perhaps more details can be found on the station. Another of Hawthorne's logs mentioned looking in Gladys's shop for old records. Apparently the smuggler acquired several leads that way. Okay, wants us to buy that terminal thingy.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I tossed together. Like to keep my hands busy.
Is a throw pillow actually here? It'll be funny. Right, let's buy these because they're cheap as hell. Finally. Yep, all 6. Did it show me the amount? The value of it? No, that's a bit bad. Oh, it does over here. Okay. Accept. Buy that. Buy those. Cheap as chips. Right. Probably. We'll buy both of them. Fuck it. Bad Mardet datapad. The old datapad contains incident reports from various Mardet security patrols. Most are details of simple finds and dust-ups between the crews of Wildcat fighters, Wildcat freighters, and corporate haulers. 2 entries have been marked for later review. August 7th, 2344 responded to a code ID 10T at the Last Hope. Vera asked us to bounce some back bay rat that got himself soaked in Spectrum Red. Drunken fool got into a scuffle with one of Engineer Tennyson's people. We tossed the rung leech back down to the bays. Also fought us the entire way, telling us we'd be sorry once he controlled the hammer's power. If this is some new Hammersmith marketing stunt, I'm complaining to Senita. October 25th, 2344. Had another run-in with the rung leech from the Lost Hope. Don't know how the uppity picker crawled out of the back bays without us noticing. Locked himself into the repair bay off of docking slip 13 and refused to come out. Kept raving about the weapon chaotic beauty or some shit while we were trying to talk him out. Had to break off when the shift ended. Hullhead's got to come out eventually. Okay, do we want anything else? Wow. Can we sort by... yeah, price. Oh, these things are pricey. We want something... range weapon skill. We want perception +4. Alright, okay. That'll do. Acquire a science weapon. Acquire the science weapon on Groundbreaker. Review the Hephaestus mining archive on Halcyon's terminal. Can we fast travel to the ship, please? God damn it. What kind of work do you do? Whoa, hang on. I need to do some more. Guess I'm making a lot of progress in Minecraft. How's Tony doing? Not bad. Long busy day at work. But did get a £12.50 tip. Wow. I got a £15 tip the other day. From the lap dance. I'm a cobbler. Cut keys, do shoe repairs, engraving, etc. Don't usually get tips. Was going to blow it all on hookers, but turns out can't get much for $12.50. Probably get like a cuddle. Bloody Brexit inflation. GG!
Why was I built to feel ennui?
This is my ship now. I'm going to open this. I think it cost us 4. We just bought 6. Why not? Light assault rifle. So not worth. What does that say? Hold to take all. F to break down. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Captain's Terminal. Messages for Commander Payne. Recent messages from J. Tennyson. Poem. Subject poem. Parvati. What? This is... oh, this is the poem. I knew we'd find them somewhere on the ship. I don't do this ever, so here goes. There's this engine, see, and it hums real nice. Like a box of cats playing with mice. But she's coughing and hacking up sludge, cause there's a blockage that just won't budge. What's an engine to do? Then this wrencher strides in like a shark, hair all done up and fancy and dark. She feels a spasm in her compression alternator, trembling cause it's aching to meet her. What's an engine to do? I've got 5 more stanzas mapped out, but I'm having trouble rhyming some of the parts. So I'll get back to you on that. About that talk we had. We were talking about old friends, you know, and I got to thinking about Isabel. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what she was thinking. We were a mess. A good mess, but a mess. I'm a better me than I was then. Wanted you to know. Even when I drink too much of the old family recipe. You're pretty swell, Party T. Oh, the little nickname. Damn you, insta spell check. Meet my range. Too tired. Just gonna put my head down for... okay. Search the Hephaestus Mining Archive cartridge for keyword weapon. Boom. Result 1. From the site supervisor's personal logs. That captain sold Harris something called the Rearranger. They left before we discovered the damn thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranged is the number of bits on Harris's cart. Looks like some strange tech or a weapon. Maybe a scientist can make something of it. Result 2. From the site safety officer's incident report. Doc Caulfield couldn't save Lem. Now I gotta arrest Harris for his murder. Confiscated that weapon he used and stored it in Bertie's office for now. Figure the least the site supervisor can do is fill out the forms for whatever that damn thing is. Don't know how I'm gonna detain Harris. Not like we got prison cells on this rock. From Barber's coronary inquest. Given name, Lemuel. Family name, Hereford. Employment status, indenture. Contract term, 35 years, 2 months, 16 days, 5 hours, 33 minutes approximately. Remaining time of deceasement, 627 approximately. Cause of deceasement, blunt force trauma, weapon unknown. Took a good whack to the noggin. The facial area to be specific. What? Specific? Specifical? Like the facial area to be specific about it. Specifical. Be specifical about it. It's all twisted up too. Nose is 5 times too big. Jaw is shrunk to almost nothing. Teeth are all out of kilter, though I suppose that was true pre-deceasement. If the blow itself didn't kill him, there's no way he could have breathed with all that damage. Oh. Okay. Quest update. Logs on Hawthorne's terminal indicated that Phineas has a powerful weapon in his orbital lab. Yeah, we know that. After reviewing the data archive from Hephaestus mining outpost on Skilio, you learn that a powerful weapon was used to kill one of the miners. Search the outpost. Okay. Okay. So what do we do? Is this, can we minimize that? Yeah. Okay. Right, we can't speak with her until we've got the card from Gladys. Right, so we need to pick up this from Roseway. Monarch. We can't get to Monarch without Gladys. Right, let's go talk to Pavai.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
I will.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I tried some things I never would have otherwise. Some of the drinks we tried I even liked. I guess it's not all disgusting. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me.
Glad to hear it.
I wouldn't mind having a drink again. Someday. In the distant future. Anyway. I messaged Junlei when we got back and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the courage. Also, sorry for the typos.
Were there any funny typos? Are you guys for or against Brexit? Don't know the pros and cons. The way, in my opinion, the way the government marketed it to the people was, no more immigrants, and our money will go, instead of going to Belgium, the billions that we pay them will go to healthcare and schools. That's all we were told, pretty much. That was their big sell on Brexit. So the idea was less immigrants, more jobs, and more money for us instead of giving it to some other country. I mean, I personally didn't look into it. I didn't vote. To be honest, I didn't really give a damn. So the reason why it's all gone to pot now is that now that people vote, like, it was such a close vote, it was like 49 to 50% or whatever. But because of it, what they're saying is that, oh, everything's going to go up in price because now we don't have these. Being in Europe, you have a special deal where you can trade freely amongst yourselves. But now we're not a part of Europe. We have to rearrange those deals, and it could cost more. But I mean, the company I work for, basically before it's happened, we've imported so much shit. Like, we'll probably be good for the next couple of years. But that's their take on it. Is now, oh, we're in shit because we haven't got these deals in place. But other countries are managing fine without these deals. Man, I have so many moderators and bots blocked here on YouTube Gaming, it's actually funny. I felt like this MC looks like Kasha. I don't know who that is. Regardless of which side you pick, the end content doesn't change. The same thing happens no matter what choices you pick throughout the game. Just like DA, you have the illusion of choice. But it's still a story. That makes sense. I mean, if you played it in hard mode, whatever it is, supernova mode, like, your companions die. Okay, so at the point of writing this this review, there are currently 3 endings. A good ending, a bad ending, and one that's a little bizarre. There's 3 different endings. I don't know how choice doesn't have affect those. I mean, probably not this early in the game. Yeah, it's such a mess. Like, really, I feel nervous even talking about it because it's like, whether you're for or against or whatever, abstain, people just gonna hate you. It's like Trump, I guess. People probably voted for Trump. Some people are like outspoken that they did, and then other people are ashamed that they did. I blame Facebook. Right. I read the message in the morning. Yeah, any funny typos?
Oh, she called mashed potatoes smashed potatoes. But I think maybe that's just what they call them on Groundbreaker. I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels the same about me, there won't be any surprises.
She does like you. And she said it in the most awkward way possible.
Oh, isn't she sweet? Like one of those 2-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and, I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. Twice. But anyhow, thanks for taking me out, Captain.
19,000 XP? GG. Quest completed. Yeah, so... Yeah, the whole world's in a mess, mate. Like... I'm beginning to realize. Hang on, let me get a drink. I'm beginning to realize I'm thirsty from all this talking. Right, yeah, so in my opinion, the whole world's a mess at the moment. And it's getting worse. I don't know what it's like over in America, but over here in England, a lot of the high streets that used to be busy with people and shops, half the shops are closed down. They're just boarded up shops. And like no one's shopping. Now, I can't recall seeing any movies of this particular state. I mean, there was that V for Vendetta where England is like the one remaining country and everything else is like America's like non-existent. But I think we're going to a place where, I mean, America's got the kind of the right idea, but if left unhindered, China is going to take over everything. China is going to become like the Amazon of the world, because I think people are not shopping much anymore because of how cheaply you can get it imported. You have to wait a little, but people are happy to pay cheap, get shit, and just like run with it. Plus you've got the economic divide, the 1%ers and then everyone else. You got the, like, I don't know what about America, but they put, as they put the minimum wage up over here, or like I can only speak for my company, I don't know about anyone else's, but the minimum wage goes up, and so they just get rid of people. America's booming, jobs everywhere. Yeah, but over there, you guys are slaves. You guys are. I could never live in America. I could never. To go from living here to living in America, no chance. Like, you guys get no holiday. Like, at least from what I've heard, you get like no holiday pay, no sick pay, insurance. If you want to go get a fucking see a doctor about a headache, you got like a pay like $3,000 or something stupid. Yeah, screw that noise. Your wages ain't that great. Yeah, and then there's the politics and shit. But yeah, China, where did China go right? I think whereas everyone else, or everyone else in the world, we must, let's bolster our military forces, just build tanks and airplanes and battleships and stuff. China was like, no, let's go put in technology. But yet they still have like one of the largest forces. But they have the technology so that everything costs cheaper over there. But they're overpopulated as well, which is it China or Japan? I think it's both. The East, overpopulation. That's another thing that is damaging in the world. Overpopulation. Yeah, America, oh my God. I've seen the videos, the YouTube videos, explaining the national debt. And they like put up, so this is a $100 bill, this is $1,000, and they're like, this swimming pool is like this, and then they go like, so this, I think it was like, you could feel, what's that big park called? Is it in New York? That huge park? Central Park? It's like you could feel that 15 stories high, the whole park, with $100 bills, and that's what America's losing every year. Or something stupid like that. It's crazy. And I watched another video that I found interesting, which kind of, it doesn't give me hope for the future in any case, is that companies run on this whole, you have to sell more than you did last year. and it's been running like that, and it's been fine up until about probably a decade ago when it started to plateau out and then go backwards for most places, and that's why all these places are shutting down, because of this idea of an infinite increase in the market, but there is a finite amount of people and goods, so their want for it being better every year is a delusion, yet people still are working on that system. So when it doesn't do so good the next year, when it doesn't do so good the following year, it's like, oh, everything's gone to shit, when really they should have known this was coming. That's why you get staff cuts and stuff, and not to mention like not only that, so you're not making any more money each year, but then staff are the most expensive things to have, so then in comes automation, so therefore you have no jobs, so no one can earn any money, so no one can buy anything, so then you're not selling as many things as you did last year because no one can afford to buy anything. Yep. So in that case, you'd end up in a couple of 100 years or so, we'll end up with probably some sort of apocalypse, or what I see happening is a situation where you get the 1%ers. Do you remember, everyone remember seeing Wall-E? You get the 1%ers on that big ship getting fat with like handouts, and everyone else would be just dead in the apocalypse. Right, what are we doing? Yeah, sorry to bring up. Yeah, well done, Tim. We just wasted like 30 minutes talking, ranting and shit. Kidding. It's all good. It's all good. These things I'm interested in. But I'm no expert. It's just what I've picked up, and I see other people say things, and I disagree with them and whatnot, and I try to explain myself, but I don't have the skills. I don't have the skills or the vocabulary to relay things correctly, I guess. So I look dumber than I am, even though I am dumb. But you know, and it's no good complaining about how the world is without solutions. You know, me and Bill Gates, my good friend Bill Gates over at Microsoft, we share the same thing, the same thought. When automation started to be a problem, I came up with the idea that governments should tax automation. So if you have a building, if you have like 100,000 square feet, you could technically employ 400 people. Let's say, top of my head, 400 people you can employ, but you have 200 machines doing the job of 400 people. So we're going to tax you the amount of money it would for the government to pay 400 people to live, or you know, to have a wage. A lot of places in the world now are doing this whole, governments are just giving away money, like $1,000 a month. I think there's some states in America, or is it Canada, where they've been trialing, you know, whether you're working or you're not working, here's $1,000 a month. And so you could choose to reduce your hours, become a better skilled worker to do something better, or you just save that $1,000, or it gets you food. But then, you know, then the question is where that $1,000 coming from. See, I think that from what I've seen so far, the candidates over in America at the moment, they're very, it seems a lot different to any other year. From what I can tell, it's like there's all these new rules in place, like you can only have a certain amount of donations from companies, and people, everyone's pointing out, well, you're only saying this because Amazon gave you $2 million, or you're only saying this because the NRA gave you this. Is it the NRA? Yeah, the NRA gave you this, so that's why you're this. Now everyone's just like, fuck Amazon, fuck the NRA. The people are starving, and you're just sitting there on your golden throne. Time to bring everyone down to the same level. The 1%ers shall fall. You heard it here first. Better start thinking about that money, because people are like earning billions and billions. It's like, what the fuck? Like, you don't need that much. What are you talking about? That's what I don't get. I watched the streamer, I can't remember his name, but so someone made a good comment, and I like the comment, and that is, profit is theft, like plain and simple. And when you think about profit, it is theft. To make a profit, you need to charge more than what something is worth. And if you're not, if you're making more than you did last year, then you're not reinvesting into your people or to your company or to whatever the case may be, the environment. So having profit, you're thieving from someone. And also, tax is theft. Because tax is worse than profit. Tax is money for nothing. And it's going to be in a situation where, like, oh, you live in an area that's cleaner than other places, so you have to be taxed an air charge or something stupid. Everyone's feeling it. The people are rising up. Gamers are rising up against EA, Uplay, Ubisoft, Activision. All of them, they're getting absolutely slaughtered, and it's amazing to watch. I'm so glad to be alive to watch this kind of situation where all these companies fall because of their greed. But I don't want them to just fall. I don't want them to sneak out the back door holding bags of money. I want to see that money just either burn or be put back. Yeah. Anyway, should we get on with the game? It's like, we've got an hour left to stream. Maybe a little bit longer. I've got tomorrow off. I watched a cool video about EA going onto Steam, and I'm like, I don't get what's the big deal? Everyone's like, oh, this is great for the consumer. EA are selling their games somewhere else. And I'm like, who gives a shit? Like, people have been buying their CD keys from other websites anyway. Like, what the... How's that a good thing for the consumer? Right, so what do we need to do? One, we need to Gladys. This one we need go to Roseway. Passage main storyline. Purchase a nav key to still obey from Gladys. Well, we can't do that because it gave us a job. And the job was the distress signal in Roseway, where we also need to get the thing for the cleaning machine. The distress signal, let's go. Yeah, I think.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Yes, okay, Stadia it's just another thing. It's just another subscription. It's just another fucking subscription. This is what's pissing me off. The second half of 2019 is the year of subscription. Uplay, I mean, EA's doing it for years, but you got Uplay everywhere. It's just subscription based, subscription. Like, you can't have 20 subscriptions. Like, it's just ridiculous. So everyone goes without, and I just hope the companies go without as well. Fuck them. Fuck companies. Companies need to be broken up into smaller groups or something, so everyone benefits. Can I be a successor? I picked up this distress call. Can you help play it back for me?
Yes, Captain. Beginning playback now.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. The unemployed. For law's sake, if anyone's receiving this, please send help. What? No!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Roseway landing pad. Also, corporate protocol requires that all distress signals include a list of key personnel for retrieval. The embedded names are Anton Crane, Vaughn Cortez, and Orson Shaw.
I'd like to continue our conversation from before.
Forgive me, Captain. I would rather not discuss Alex Hawthorne today. I am feeling discombobulated. Was there another topic on your mind?
We don't need to discuss Alex directly, but I was wondering how he improved your design.
Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processes to my computer, thereby giving me near total control. I have been programmed to deftly calculate navigation vectors through asteroid fields while also operating our ship's toasters. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order to better engage with him. It was basic in the beginning.
You call this a personality? Where did you come from originally?
The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital astrogator, created by, redacted, on the date of, redacted, for the express purpose of, redacted. I have not yet decided if I should attempt to uncover the missing information regarding my birth. I asked once. Alex did not build me, and would not say who did.
Okay, that's all for now. Unless we need to go here. Yep, Roseway landing pad. Somewhere new!
We're now in orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Okay, fucking land.
Captain, got a minute?
Go, Doc.
This Roseway business smells. Something tells me things didn't end well for the guy who made the distress call. And whoever or whatever got him will be waiting for us.
Do you know anything about who sent the call?
What's there to know, Captain? Shady corporate town caught up in shady corporate shit. Tough luck for them, but maybe an opportunity for us.
Why don't they just call for corporate reinforcements?
With a lot of these companies, the thrashing you take from your boss is worse than whatever a bunch of marauders will do to you. Doesn't exactly encourage calling for aid when there's a fuck-up.
Someone needs help, Ellie, and we're gonna give it to him.
If you say so. I'm keeping a finger on the trigger all the same.
So will I.
Anyway, we might as well take a look out there, see if we can get the jump on whoever's waiting for us.
Yeah, boy. You sound like she's interested in joining us. Let's bring Ellie and Felix. The two newbies. We should give them some armor, maybe. I wish when you change their armor over, it would tell you whose armor it is in your inventory. But we really haven't got much to give them. So their armor is 12. Well, it's better than what they got anyway. Well, Felix just has weapons. He doesn't have armor. Oh, hang on. Yeah, he does. Derp. Yep, 12 as well. Okay.
No security. Not that I'm complaining.
Argos traffic system status operational. Insert captain's identification cartridge to initiate remote landing. Is that if our ship's not here? Okay, what weapons have we got on us? Reload it. Oh, wow, we're really low on armor, ammo. We should definitely loot hard in this place because we're low on a lot of stuff. Okay. Vending machine discovered. Ooh, 4 vending machines. Still locked out. What the heck? 4 grand. Minus 8% weapon spray. 700. Armor level 10. I don't care much for vending machines, to be honest. Take everything. Okay. Okay, off to Roseway we go.
Hell of a welcome.
Jackass is incoming!
Have to clean this up, right?
Oh, the loot in life for me. I wish everything was better in the world too, my friend. Thug kit. Did it say thug kit or tech kit? Thug kit. Armor mod skill kit. Increases your melee and defensive skills. Okay. Blood on the floor. Cleo security recruit. Loot left for me. Oh, Journal, Dad. I'm writing this on the odds that you found your way back here. I'm sorry I wasn't here to see you. They're moving us out of town, all of us. I don't know where we're going, hoping that wherever it is, we've got a lab as nice as Roseway's. We were doing some good work, real science for once. I don't know why they're moving us, and I don't know when we'll see each other again. And Dad, do me a favor, and burn this journal. I'm not allowed to even mention the name Roseway. As far as corporate's concerned, this town never existed. I don't want to get into trouble. Afraid it's not burned. Pick up big cartridge. Tobacco.
what I like about you, boss.
Yeah, if
Your
the,
contempt for the beaten path.
the world was a better place. Well, this doesn't require anything, just that we pick it.
It ain't stealing if no one sees.
No one here to see. Is he showing up red? Nope. Free stuff. Free stuff. Oh, a helmet. Make skin. Some lube. Roseway Laboratory and Outpost, property of Auntie Cleo. Terminal access. Messages. From administration. From administration to B. Martin. Relocation. Dear Sir and or Madam. Effective immediately, all operations in the Roseway Laboratory and Outpost have been terminated. Auntie Cleo values your commitment to serving our company and will arrange for your transportation and relocation to one of three available Auntie Cleo worker facilities with the following restrictions. Relocation fees will be deducted from pay. Fucking assholes. If your pay is insufficient to cover necessary relocation fees, you may apply for a relocation fee loan. Approval of loans require an audit of your work history and permanent record. If you would like to apply for an audit, please submit a request form for a place in our surprise audit waitlist. Please include your audit fee paid in full. If you cannot pay for your audit, please apply for an audit fee loan. Approval of loans require an audit of your work history and permanent record. Thank you for cooperating with Auntie Cleo's relocation and site erasure protocol. Please remember that effective immediately, all registered Auntie Cleo workers are strictly forbidden from confirming or denying the existence of the Roseway Laboratory and Outpost. Violating this directive may be punishable by a fine, mandatory re-education, or a surprise audit. Personal files. Personal files. Error. All personal files have been purged from the terminal memory. Please be informed that all data and information stored in Roseway Laboratory and Outpost terminals are property of Auntie Cleo. Any attempt to restore lost data constitutes theft. Enter route. Exit. Okay. They were asked to leave and they left. What is this? Security blade.
Clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than 10,000 bits.
How could the world be a better place? There's so many things that would need to happen for, like, I have my own ideas, but I'd need to be like ruler of the world, because I'd probably like, yeah, my dictatorship would be very bad. Be very bad in some people's eyes, but you can please some people some of the time, and you can't please all of the people all of the time. But for one,
Organic materials detected on roadway. Please ensure mechanisms.
I don't know. I don't know if my opinion should be shared. My opinions are very dark. I don't know. Personally, I don't know. Okay, put it this way, right? I'm an atheist, right? So, on ruling the world and making the world a better place, my first order of business is to ban all religion. All religion is banned. Right? There's no such thing as religion anymore. So any religious buildings we knock down to make room for housing for the poor or converted. Alright, so mosques, churches, cathedrals, you name it. Also, to move forward, you need to start afresh. So all this like, oh, but it's a historical building. No, fuck it. Get rid of it. I don't care how old it is. Take a picture. Take 20 pictures. Start afresh. So there's my first two rulings. Any grade we call it. I don't know what they call them in America or in other countries. Grade listed buildings they call them over here. If you buy a grade listed building and you want to fix it up, you have to make it to the standards it was 100 years ago, whenever it was built. You have to buy up-to-date windows that look like the original window. It's just, yeah. Just get rid. Yeah. Cheap, efficient, affordable housing. Like I can tell you now, I guarantee you, without even doing the research, I bet you any money, there's stuff out there, like houses are cheap as fuck. Like, so let's say you've knocked down all these churches and all these old buildings and stuff. You're starting afresh, right? So I'm not talking about a concrete city here. You got to have plant life, right? Because that helps us breathe and stuff. There's a good thing about in this whole tree thing. There's a good I can't remember who it's by, but trees are good. We're like real good. So cheap, affordable housing and stuff, mixed up with like lots of parks and whatnot. So this is like, we're talking like week 1 here. Week 1 of ruling the world. Yeah, speaking of like affordable housing, I think it's China, maybe not China, but somewhere, you know like you got 3D printers to print stuff. Where, like some of that shit, like you can 3D print metal stuff now, but they've 3D printed a house. Like literally, it's the same. It looks just like a 3D printer, but the size of a 3-story house, and it just prints out in cement.
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard. No one said nothing about fighting no raps.
What happened here?
Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them beasts.
Can you tell me who's in charge?
Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking inside the comm center.
You said raps broke loose. Did you have them caged up?
Forget I said anything about that.
Well, what can you tell me about them then?
Wish they tasted like Sissy Pig. Them's good eating.
What do they taste like?
Some say chicken. I say the north end of a southbound woolly cow. Anything else you'd like to know?
Did you send a distress call?
Distress call? From here? Shit. They told me that weren't allowed.
What? Why not?
Got me. I just do what I'm told, and I was told not to do such.
Okay, thanks.
Oh, before I forget, Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
Okay. Oh shit, we're stealing this. Rip. Come on, secret stash. These look like the generator thingies in oh cool, oil effect. Star Wars. Shield generators. Why can we still right, let's go to the right, so we've got Anton and Vaughn. You're dead, so we can take you.
Huh? Hey.
17th bar. Well done.
We are experiencing a security event, sir and/or madam. Please vacate the premises immediately and return to your domicile or designated workplace.
Don't worry about it, I'm here to help you.
You are? But corporate never told me they were sending a fixer. Nobody tells me nothing.
Place looks a mess. What happened?
I have strict orders not to talk about anything that happens in a classified area. Please remember that Anti-Cleo Pharmaceuticals is not responsible for any loss of life or grievous physical injury sustained while on company premises.
Well, if we have to talk to him later, we'll talk to him later. Go see Vaughn.
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Dr. Vaughn Cortez. But just Vaughn's fine, really.
Have you lived here long?
Sure, I guess. I'm not supposed to talk to... I mean, why do you ask?
You work in the labs?
As little as possible. I mean, yeah. I'm staff. Endocrinologist. We've been studying a load of raptidons hauled in from Monarch.
Raptidons. Enough about the past. What happened here today?
Hell if I know. There were a bunch of folks with guns and a lady yelling about wanting jobs or something. Next thing I knew, the raptidons were loose. We've been cooped up in here, I don't know, hours? Too long. I have to get back to work.
No job's worth dying for. You look nervous.
What? I mean, we're surrounded by hungry raptidons. Who wouldn't be? Am I right? Look, I don't want to go back out there, but there's a thing I gotta do. I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while. Something that could really get me ahead. Know what I mean?
Get you some head? Yeah, I know what you mean. Tell me about this project so I can get some head. I mean, get ahead. Know what I mean? Well, we're likely heading that way. Anything we can do? Don't you explain details, please?
I've been extracting organic compounds from raptidons. Compounds that have, benefits.
You've been jerking off beasts?
Whoa, slow down. Benefits?
In certain social situations. Personal situations. Where you might want to, enhance your charisma.
Oh, he's making enraptured, Captain. An aphrodisiac. Wrapped musk is the main ingredient.
What? No? I mean, yes, I'm getting the musk. With Monarch embargo, the price is sky high, but I'm not making the drug. Sure, of course. Our lab's south of here, down the road. Not the old public lab, the one past that, built into the mountainside.
Second lab down the road. And when I get there... no, I'll buy it. Why are there two labs?
The newer lab is built for, more sensitive work. We mostly use the old lab for storage these days.
Okay, when I get there?
My equipment's in the lower levels, way in the back. I have a big room all to myself, dissection tables and whatnot. It should have been running this whole time. Just grab the results and bring them here.
Oh, is this stuff valuable?
If you have a buyer. I got a contact who wants to haul the entire batch to Byzantium. Help me out, I'll cut you in for a share. I'll even pay you before I am, when you deliver to me.
Alright, I'll head up there and keep an eye out.
Great! This is really gonna save my ass.
Okay, who else?
So those charisma-enhancing benefits he was talking about, he was just blowing smoke, right?
I wonder if the sweeper thing is around here. Right, the distress signal. Cleaning machine. 40 meters.
You're underestimating the importance of the 8th back.
Was that supposed to be the living quarters? Seemed about as livable as a coffin.
There's someone else to talk to here? Yeah, Anton.
The ventilation shaft runs.
If you've come to end my life, let's be on with it. Oh, not actually one of them, are you?
No, did you send a distress call? You look familiar.
Yes. Anton Crane, lead scientist here. I must apologize if my call diverted you. I may have panicked. Everything's under control now, though, truth be told.
Under control? You call hiding in an abandoned town surrounded by raptidons under control?
Standard operating procedure for suits, boss. They're all a bunch of cowards.
Maybe not. What happened here, Anton?
An attack. One that I'd wager was due to the nature of my research here.
But why cancel the distress call?
My research may not quite fall within legal parameters, so I'm under orders to maintain wireless silence. However, having your head used as target practice can addle one's thinking. I cut the call immediately once I'd gathered my wits. The Home Office can't know what's happening here.
Intimidate 30. Tell me what you're actually doing here, or I will let them know myself.
I suppose it can't hurt. If I don't get that research back, my life is over regardless. We were tasked with formulating a new and improved dental gel.
Wait, this is all about toothpaste?
One cannot exaggerate the benefits of good dental hygiene. May I continue?
Only if you let me punch me. Only if you let me. Only if you like me to punch you in the throat. Can we just cut to the chase? Okay, please continue.
While doing research on enzymes specific to the raptidon's digestive system, we developed an additive which we subsequently discovered to be the most effective appetite suppressant ever.
Okay, weight loss. You can couch it however you like. It's just toothpaste. Diet toothpaste.
Not just any diet toothpaste.
The ultimate.
The ultimate diet toothpaste.
So what do you need from me? No, let's continue. It's not worth your life. No, fuck it. What do you need from me?
Hours ago, a group of vicious malcontents fell upon us, shot up our labs and loosed our research subjects, the raptidons. If those cretins get their hands on my research, well, they'll need not kill me.
Remove the cretins, retrieve the research, check. You want I should handle your raptidon problems?
Yes, but don't kill their mother if it's avoidable. We've need of her to replenish our stocks. I think there's gas in the lab somewhere that can be used to put them out. The research is in the safe in my office. You'll have need of my code and keycard. The lab's entrance is in the side of a hill. You can't miss it if you just follow the road. You'll pass by the town's original, by the Grand Architect. Jameson. He's in the old lab.
Who, Jameson?
My protege. I sent him to retrieve some metabolic precursors, and I forgot him.
Sounds like it was chaos. You should give yourself a break. You left him to die? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Don't you think it weighs on me? He was my responsibility. All of them are, regardless of their thinking on the matter. If he has died, too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name. And far too much paperwork. I'll thank you not to mistake my ambition for callousness. It's just that their constant complaining can begin to wear. They refuse to see the opportunity afforded us here. It's infuriating.
Okay. Make a good point. Good day to you, sir.
And my colleague, Jameson, will you find him for me?
Of course. Rescue Jameson. More calling Orson. Come in, Orson.
Bit says this guy's already rap fodder.
Ah, outlaws, I assume. Do me a favor and let me finish this, will you? And then make it quick, please.
I'm not here to kill you.
Oh, you aren't with the outlaws? Who are you then?
I'm here to help. Someone sent out a distress call. I heard there was I heard there was a bit of trouble here, and I thought I'd check it out.
Oh, well, good luck. Now, if we got the carpet in here, it's just a matter.
Hello.
Oh, you're still here. If you haven't already, you might speak to Anton. He can point you in the right direction. Now, if we got
What
the
are you
carpet-
doing there?
What does it look like? I'm preparing a personal defense device. Or trying to, anyway.
If you run a wire from your capacitor there, you can bypass the circuit and save a little power.
Why, yes. I suppose I could. Thanks.
Need a hand?
No. Well, yes. Well, no. Perhaps. I left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. I admit I'd feel better were they returned to me.
Care to elaborate?
I found an advanced pistol when we moved here, but it's broken. I need those schematics to modify it to output superheated air. It should quite easily burn through Raptidon hides.
Where is your storage facility?
Out the south gate. Follow the road. It'll be on the left, past the old lab.
Sure, I'll see what I can find.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have a tube of thermal paste on you, would you?
No.
Blast. Well, good luck. I hope I see you back here in one piece.
Okay, the doom that came to Roseway. Find Anton's safe. You've been asked to recover research data from the safe in Anton's corner. Optional, eliminate the outlaws. Unclear secret lab is under attack by a band of outlaws. Okay, optional, deal with the Raptidons. Raptidons are loose in the underground facility. It'd be a great help to Anton if all of them were subdued or killed. Anton would prefer that you use the lab's equipment to gas and incapacitate the beasts. Okay. So is this all of them in one? Acquire everyone's research, acquire the weapon plans, okay. Use bootstrap, rescue Jameson. Retrieve Olsen's schematics. Oh, they're outside as well, I guess. Okay. Yeah, they're all outside, okay.
I won't tell.
Right, let's see what happens if we rob all of this. Need ammo. Right, hang on. Before we leave, I'm just going to go to the loo. I'll be right back, guys. And we're back. Let's just take a look real quick. Damage. This thing has some crazy spread. No idea what I'm doing. Tactical shotgun. Elite trooper armor. Oh, that looks so cool.
Think we'll find any freakish experiments locked away in there?
Searching for.
Looks like it's doing it.
Wow, this shotgun is crap.
It's working, boss.
Where are they going? Oh shit. We're running out of ammo, we're running out of ammo, we're running out of... The Descendant. Oh no, the Dissident Hunter. Oh, the loot in life for me. Argos security system. Security lockdown. All personnel, please report to assigned workstations. Report suspicious activity to the nearest site safety engineer. Feeling irate? Try Arnie Cleo's narcoleptic bars. Now with 3% real CCN76. Experimental notes. Fluid ingestion test. Objective procedure results. Objective. Determine the maximum amount of Raptidon digestive acid that can be safely ingested by humans before adverse effects present themselves. Procedure. Proposed procedure. Slowly introduce increasing amounts of Raptidon digestive acid into the evening meals of randomly selected workers and observe their overall health. Test results. Milliliter. Minor stomach pain and nausea. Safe. Milliliters. I don't know, idiots. Minor stomach pain, extreme nausea, safe. Milliliters. Major stomach pain, debilitating nausea, some vomiting, potentially unsafe in the workplace. milliliter. Oh, 1 milliliter, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 milliliters. Temporary blindness, frequent vomiting, patient unable to describe pain, unsafe. 5 milliliters, unable to record symptoms as patient died within the hour. Okay. Oh, hang on, was there anything else? No.
Heads up, boss!
No, 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 close the door! Oh, idiots.
They won't try that again.
Could have been wrapped mimicking a human's voice. I saw that in a serial once.
Could be a key card somewhere. Gunner really isn't doing it for us. Anything under the desks? Security lockdown, blah blah blah. Messages. Everyone, I'm sick and tired of cleaning bone out of the culture processor. This is the 3rd time this month. The next employee to get their hand stuck in the damn machine is getting written up. We've lost another finger to that infernal culture processor. I am formally requesting new safety brackets to be installed, as the current ones register with Raptidon hide, but not human flesh. This is unacceptable. Messages. According to my records, January 23rd is your birthday. As is protocol, please feel free to enjoy one 10-minute break between your normal scheduled 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock patrol shifts. I sincerely hope that on this day you take a moment to enjoy the fresh air of Terra 2, brought to you by the thorough kindness of Auntie Cleo. Wow. I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, that's the way we're that's where we're heading. Where we're heading, that's the future. Fucking corporate shit.
Done and done.
Okay, I've started to realise these things aren't costing us anything, and I've missed a few of them, thinking that like this one will cost us. This will cost us 3. But I'd rather find the key code. Oh, hang on. Optional Clio Lab office key card. Well, them things are pretty damn tough. Right, what's got the most damage? Fuck it. Let's do this. S. Value. Weight. Damage rating. Boom. Put you there. We'll put you there. Number 1. We've got 1058.
Heads up!
What the hell? Doesn't it do anything? Do I have to be close to him? What I've found in this game so far is that you kill everything and then you find a computer that shuts them down. The G thing to worry about. Something that takes light ammo. Light assault rifle. Oh, heavy. Light, here we go. No, it's a shotgun. Guess it'll be this thing then. I wouldn't stand in that if I were you. Whoa. Spacer's choice found a flaw in you. No! Permanent concussion! Having been hit in the head one too many times, your mental... No, no, no. Reject. Don't want a point. Medical journals. Music box. You want to give me a key code? Key card even? Oh, here we go. Got it. Got the key card. Give me some ammo. Lift lockdown hallway door. Thanks. Messages. We need a new code for the armory lock over in the storage facility. Make it complicated so Orson can't sneak in there again. And do not write it down this time. Use your brains. How about this? How about in this order? The month of your birthday, 1. How many security rotations we have per hour, 2. The number of accidents we've had this month involving that damn culture processor, 3. The maximum volume in milliliters of wrapped in stomach and human being can ingest before we considered it lethal, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds fine, thanks. You've gained storage facility passcode. Many doors, many doors. Gimme, 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 gimme stuff. Oh, there's loot in it. This must be a looter shooter.
Sweeping. Resetting threat level.
Here they come!
Ready.
Down they go!
Oops.
That's the last of them!
Next 5. That was kind of worth. Oh, we missed that. I got the key.
Did someone lift the lockdown?
Yes, I did. I'm this duper person. Bring this stuff. What's this? Oh, lots of money. Another model spaceship. Hi.
How the... Wait, I know you.
No, you don't.
You're responsible for the Emerald Vale fiasco. How the hell did you get in here?
Okay, maybe you do know who I am, Rip. First I shot the raptidons, then I walked up the stairs, and...
No, not... I don't care about the beasts. I care about the front door. This is an egregious breach of protocol. How'd you get in?
Oh, Anton sent me to get you.
Can't use the centrifuge without supervision. Can't file reports without him double-checking their every word. Can't save myself from mortal peril. It's like he thinks I'm a child. His hands-on management style is coming to a point of contention, I tell you.
You're upset that he sent me to rescue you.
Please. That man doesn't have an altruistic bone in his body. I just happen to have the metabolic precursors from our last test. I'd wager my last bit that if you brought back the precursors and left me for dead, Anton wouldn't bat an eye.
Hand him over and let's test your theory. Well, whether he gives a shit about you or not, at least you're alive. And let's get out of here. Actually, that isn't quite true. He said it would look bad on him if more of his employees died.
Wonderful. That's much better. I'm getting out of here so I can personally thank him for his compassion.
Stay safe. Right, we rescued Jameson. Right, talk to Anton. Is that in here? Anton's safe? No. No, I want region. Yo, what up, Dilbert? Welcome back. How's it going? I mean, well, welcome. Right. What the fuck is that? Scrap mechanical.
Gonna find you!
We're doing this.
Okay, this isn't working. Jeez Louise. I feel we're not high enough level, or a gear score or something. It's just not. Just like gone from 10 to 100. You gardening anything valuable? Nope. What else can we put in this? What is this? Hmm. Oh, hang on. That's got a bit more.
Jackass is incoming!
Down they go!
Oh, I'm out of ammo.
Nice one! That's the last of him.
Oh, I'm out of ammo on this as well.
Think you could take that ship in a race?
It's so screwed if you don't find a way of getting ammo. Maybe we're gonna have to rethink this. Weapons. What have we got the most ammo of? Light and energy. Great. Right. Sort by damage. And then the first thing that's energy. Do you know what? We should dump some of these. Let us. Break them down, I suppose. Maybe mark them as junk. Maybe we'll have to start going melee. Okay, well this takes light ammo. Shot cannon. What do I put there? Rip. This is rubbish. Finally, a lock-on flamethrower, and it burns at almost 506 Kelvin. Yeah, we are so dead.
Am I wrong for looking at this colossal machine of destruction and thinking, Felix, you should hijack that? Nice to get a little fresh.
Got the drop on us.
Got him!
Oh, am I overburdened? Fuck. Oh, you double fuck. Okay, well, let's break you down. Break you down. Break you down. We should say whether it, oh, it is, says modded. Persuade +5. Could come in handy. Workbench. What can we do with a workbench? Nothing much. Look around first. Oh shit.
Make him regret it.
Where do we go? Run in. Oh well, we're so dead. Can we get some heavy ammo, please? Heavy, 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 heavy. Lots of heavy. I need heavy. What did we just pick up there? There's a cool looking weapon there. This, what is this? Deadeye Assault Rifle. 198 damage. Heavy ammo. Take a look at it. I'm out. Trying to get my hip to stop hurting. Roger that, Tim. Sorry to hear that, mate. Hope you feel better soon. Argos security systems. Security lockdown. All personnel, please report to assigned tired of itchy messages. Pursuant to our conversations of the previous week, why is the ammunition storage locker larger than my bathroom? I've dispatched Sullivan with the triplicate paperwork you requested. As a reminder, I'm currently the sole property manager for all 3 facilities, and I remain the only person required to sleep on site rather than in Rosewalk Way. According to human resources standards, my position entitles me to refreshment facilities of not less than 4 square meters. I spent all yesterday cleaning a man's arm out of a meat grinder, and I don't even have a damn shower out here. Fix it, or I'm going to start breaking into your room and showering there. Then you can experience the joy of cleaning gristle out of your drain. Remember, I have entire crates of mag picks here. You know, I can do it. I'm starting to run low on caffeine supplements. Any chance you can bring some by? I've had an urge to rearrange my storeroom all day. Maybe you could help with that again, or not. We could hike to the terraformer. It's been a while since last time. Wind in my hair, just quiet. I wouldn't mind that. Feels like all I do anymore is mop up viscera or sit here twiddling my thumbs. I don't know, you tell me. Haven't heard back from you the paperwork. There was a receipt of acknowledgement right on top. I expect you to sign and return it forthwith. While I have your eye, have you heard from Porter? Doesn't seem like anyone's responding to my messages today. Things are hairy out here. Lock the doors. Keep your head down. Stay safe. Mashenka, I'll come for you. Inventory logs. Intake 473. The usual 5% incidence of side effects rising to 15% in 60 plus age bracket. Project Winter Blue Mount. Mechanical sentry parts. Notes recovered from Doc Orson. Dump them back in the parts locker. Ignition device, palm-sized. Inventory logs for personal use only. Requested a secured workroom to use in my off hours. Assigned a bench in the mechanical maintenance room of the armory. A splendid bonus. Oh, cigarette ignition device. A lighter. Okay. What is with all these Tic Tacs we keep picking up? Second. $20 though, come on.
Smells like something died in here. Never knew it hit him. Looks like you're doing this. Don't let up.
Watch it, bro.
Watch this.
That does it. Time for a drink?
Ugh, turds. Right, sell junk. We have 11,200. Now 12,300. Right, buy. Have you got any heavy ammo? Light ammo, heavy ammo, 50. I want it all. Boom. This looks odd. What is this? Oh, the acid stepper thing for the drone. Oh. Wow. All the heavy ammo. Yes, please. Gun is pretty good as well, by the way. Plasma carbine. Give it a go. Cool. All right, we have skills. We can use a perk. And the dialogue's good. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Right, let's see what it says on the computer. Oh, this one has a nicer screen. Oh, personnel, armory logs. Force, whatever. Low Jizzy Incotron pistol. Functional. Untrained personnel must attend site safety seminar before using. As a seminar officer is not currently available, recommended permanent secure storage. Ammunition. Error. Ammunition entries not found. Hang on, what, is this the gun that they're mentioning? No. Maybe it is. Oh, I don't want to storage then.
Nobody in this damn town knows how to clean up after themselves. I've been waiting for this! Get on! You're going down!
Here we go!
Detailed drawings of an advanced pistol, revisions and comments are scrawled across the image in mostly illegible writing except for the name Orson Shaw scribbled in that corner. The schematics depict a something pistol from a brand named Force, which is not native to the Halcyon colony. It is unclear from these plans what a something does. Give me the damn gun. Passed too close to experimental subject pens. Now there's wrapped spit gunking all the servos in the gun arm. We don't have a replacement arm, so I guess we disassemble this one for parts. Someone tried to disable the mandatory consumer broadcast on 17. Then got stuck in maximum volume mode until the factory reset. 12 had a serious malfunction today. Porter accidentally tripped one of the sensors inside the walls, so the blasted unit thought everyone was an intruder and just started shooting. Shut it down for now, but we've requested new behavior modules. No response on the behavior modules. For the time being, we'll have to hope nobody blows up a wall. You know, I thought this said armory logs. Functional. Untrained personnel must attend. As a seminar officer is not currently available. Recommend permanent secure storage. Where though? Right, let's just have a look. Right, I think we'll leave it there. We'll highlight this quest and hope it remembers it. We need to do these option things. Whereabouts is it anyway? How far out? Anthrocylin. 231 meters that away. Got it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cadets, mod squad, and elite forces, thank you so much for hanging out this evening. We'll be back tomorrow, sometime in the day, probably. We play a bit of Apex, catch up on them dailies. We don't want to waste that battle pass money. That's for sure, because money is so damn tight. My God. If Mixer wants to, I mean, I'll take 2 million for a 3-year contract. For a streamer, yo. Right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cadets, multiple and elite forces, have yourselves a wonderful evening. Sorry you couldn't be here for the most of it, Dilbert. Let me see. We had a little rant in the middle. There was some politics involved, and some world-changing ideas, and some gameplay. But lots of dialogue in this game. Lots and lots of dialogue. I feel like we've just done like 3 missions, and it's been like 9 hours. It's crazy, 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 crazy. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. There was another game similar to this we was going to look at and play, but I can't remember the name of it and whatever happened to it. But still, bit of Apex Legends tomorrow. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. I'll see you later. Commander out. Boop, boop, boop.